Hello and welcome to another edition of Talkin Trackstar, and today we're here with two Saloon Stock Car drivers, one a so-called legend of stock car racing, and another an up-and-coming youngster who is setting the scene alight at the moment. So of course it's the brothers Simon Venni and Rowan Venni. Good morning, lads. How are you, Simon?
Well, good. It's not raining, so
No, it's not raining. I encountered some lunatic drivers on the way here, but I got here safely.
only just, didn't you?
Yeah, only just. Rowan, everything going well with you?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Brilliant stuff. So we'll start with Simon. So going back, so what's your earliest racing memories?
Earliest racing, as in what stock cars or?
Racing in general. What? Obviously, your dad raced in the 80s. You obviously must remember that.
Yeah, I weren't born then. I'm not as old as you. No. Yeah, he raced bangers at Wisbeach and what was it, Ipswich? Yeah, all over the place for speed birth. And then went mechanicking for Andy Moose, helped John Halifax. I started in then the grass track 2002, I think it was. When was you born? 2000, yeah, it was 2002, 2003, something like that, yeah, back then there, and that's where I learned all my traits, I suppose. It's similar to Charlotte and at grass track is, so yeah, no, it was all right, it was.
And any major wins in the early days, or is it just getting to know driving styles? Like you said, it's similar to Shale, so they're just learning how to drive on that surface.
Yeah, I didn't win many things on then grass track, Luke, and then we went. What did I do then? I raced junior rods for Skegness. In my last, I was 15, I think, when I went up there. Won the points. Then went on to do 1300 stock cars for Skegness Stadium. Had 2 years doing that. Got the superstar. That's about it, really. But yeah.
So, any major wins in the 1300s, or was it a good breeding ground for saloons today?
No, I should have been English champion because we. I think I got second in English, and first place was underweight by like quite a lot. And I think the minimum weight then was 950 or something like that. We was like 952, 954, something like that, and they let the old boy win the English, and they said it didn't matter. Yeah, the weight didn't.
Yeah.
So that's when my dad sort of handed their license back and said we're not racing, for Skegness no more. That was when it was like Hazel and that, like years ago. So Dad gave them their license back, and I ended up went and bought a Andy Moose 2-litre stock car, and that's what we've done. Like, yeah, moved into these.
Brilliant stuff. And Rowan, your early days, your earliest memories of racing?
Yeah, watching him really.
Yeah.
So I would probably say when he got that new music car, like his last music car, that'd be about as far as I can remember. Probably when he was good, like 2016, 17, 18, 19. They was good. Like Lynn, I would arguably say he was probably the quickest shale driver from like 16 to 19. I mean, he's still good now, but he's just OAP now, and he's getting old. So
yeah, there's that, and that time frame obviously fits in. Obviously, he's the only driver to retain the Steve Newman Memorial. So it backs up your claim that he's probably the quickest on shale at that time.
yeah, it was good to be fair, but when he was then, obviously, I was trundling around in a Mini, so he sort of go on his own, and me and Dad would go in a Mini. So I see most of his meetings, but some of them, we'd get race reports. What meeting would that been? That'd been Lynn, when me and Dad was in the Mini. I don't know where we went from Mildor, and then they rang up the next day, didn't they? Said it's going to ban you. So yeah, that's when he was quick. So
Brilliant. And you mentioned the Minis. Obviously, was that your entrance into this kind of racing?
yeah, that was it. Yeah, we had bought Liam Aspen's old Mini. We've still got it. It sits around the back. I was horrendous in it for about 8 months. I think it took me about six meetings to finish a race. yeah, and then last 2 years points champion. That was about it, really. Yeah.
So born champion in the minis, and then was it just a straight swap into saloons following your brother's footsteps?
Yeah, we bought Streety's old Musica, went in that, sort of trundled around in that, and yeah, that was about it.
Brilliant stuff. So, your first car was Andy Moo's car.
Yeah.
Yeah. Much success in that.
Yeah. Rowan, have a go at me for saying this. I won the ORCI at Mildenhall and that in
2009, Simon. That.
Yeah, that's what it'd be. Yeah. Luke Grief, he knows about that because he always goes nuts about me doing. He reckons I flicked him left in that when he was in the lead, Luke. But it's yeah, no, that was a good car. I still got that round the back. And then I ended up with I had another Andy Moo's car. I've had no end of them, I think. I've only just lately had one of Griefy's cars, I don't know, the last, I don't know, 5, 6 years, something like that.
So, in respect to car builders, obviously Andy Moo's a legend in saloons himself. His cars really good.
Yeah, that was built right. You know, they were strong, but Andy's gone a different way. You know, don't do as much. You know, to do with stock cars and that there. So, yeah, I just had to get someone. But Luke used to have one of Moosey's cars. Obviously, his dad's car, what Luke won a lot in, was one of Andy's cars, and I just think Luke progressed more and altered Andy's car to how his are, and his are the closest one to one of what Moosey's cars would be. Do you know what I mean? But I've been going all right in them, so yeah, it's what it is, isn't it?
It is indeed, and as Rowan said, the years 16, 17, you were probably the quickest man out there on shale, and you're still the only person to retain the Steve Newman Memorial. And I know that's something that is quite emotional for you and is something you're quite proud of.
Yeah, it's about the only thing I won. Look. But now the first time I won that, I was in bits, like, but to win it, like, straight out of the year, straight out of that was as good. But that's I've never won the world route like that, but that race meant more to me than winning out, I would say, than that.
Yeah, because you and Steve were good friends, so that must mean a whole lot more, personally, than you said a roof championship.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. But it's I won Clive Grief's Memorial as well. I've done that as well, but that was quite early on in the. What would that be, like 2010, something like that? But yeah. So.
Yeah, I think it's about 2012, was it? Clive Grief Memorial winner. And then obviously your back-to-back Steve Newman ones. Bumper trophy as well. You've been playing, obviously, you came third to a Speedster here last year. Nearly a Venni 1-2.
Yeah, I let him win sometimes. So.
Racing with Rowan on track now. He's out there. Obviously, at first it was just yourself. Now Rowan's out there. Do you keep an eye on him, help him, or see what's going on?
Yeah, it's all right. Sometimes it's a pain because like he'll get in my way, and then like when we race on tarmac, he's obviously better on tarmac than what I am. I don't know. It's a bit calmer and neater, and I get in his way. But it's sort of. Yeah, he's your brother at the end of the day, isn't he? You know, you're going to look after him, isn't you? You know, vice versa, I hope.
Yeah, well, is that true, Rowan? Do you look after him out there?
I don't think I need to look after him, to be fair. He looks after himself, but yeah, no, it's good. He's your brother, but I hate racing against him. It's probably the same for him. You alter your driving style to try and not mess them up, and then evidently you sort of hold yourself up, so...
And obviously, bumper trophy last year, runner-up for you, and Simon came third. He said he had to let you beat him. Do you believe that?
Yeah, probably because I was horrendous that race. I don't really know how I got second in that one, so yeah.
But to be fair, I think Simon, I think it's been said that when the red mist comes down, you're quite one of the entertaining drivers out there. And Rowan, you're known as more of a speedster. I think that's fair to say. Yeah, totally polar opposites out on track. So as Rowan watched you and gone, well, that's not what to do. I'll get past them.
He used to encourage me. He used to come up to the window when he was little, probably 5, 6 year old, and say, "Can you make it entertaining?" There's Rowan and Keegan Sampson. That's like the memories I've got of them pair. They always used to be there, and yeah, come on, wind you up and say, "You ought to smash him up, do this, do that." But nah, it's all part of it, and it sort of makes it. It should be, my opinion of racing. It should be fun, not it's a hobby, but you should be able to enjoy it, and it shouldn't take over your life, should it?
No, definitely not. And you do need that controversy or, shall we say, wars on track. That keeps the spectator entertained.
Yeah, I've had a few of them.
So, what's your favourite? We'll put it plainly. Favourite war that you've had?
I don't know. I had a set to with Parham for a long while. That was week in, week out. That was, give the old boy his due. He kept coming back. Both the Parkers, Martin Parker and Daniel. That was good. Our man oldest, David Luke. It's what it is, isn't it? You dish out what you want to be, what you can receive, and at the end of the day. But I just, they all, well, some of them still talk to me, but
you've mixed it with the best of them, and you're still going. So it says a lot for yourself.
Yeah, I don't know for how much longer though, but
that's true, because obviously we've got Spencer, who's made a couple of outings in a junior banger.
Yeah.
Is that the plan? Is he going to be doing that more and seeing you less, or are you going to try and? Because obviously you're leading the early bird series as well at the moment.
Yeah, that's the first, isn't it? I've had a good year really at the start of it, but no, Spencer, he's gone out and had to go in the food bangers. Ant Bailey's been building them for him. Won't be able to do it without him. But he's enjoyed it. It's just getting your confidence in it and just getting the hang of it, really.
Yeah, no, definitely. So it's so you're not planning on backing off any time in the future?
No, I've been building a lorry the last 5 years, so I've got to get my time out of that, really. But we'll get there eventually, though. But no, I ain't packing up just yet.
Nice, brilliant news. And Rowan, we'll go back to, obviously we said you're an up-and-coming superstar. I think for me, the turning point really was qualifying pole UK Open the other year. That must have been some achievement with the number of cars and who was there.
Yeah, it was good to be fair. I think on the Thursday it was pretty bad, like really bad, and then Saturday it just seemed. To be fair, we've always said it, like speed weekend. I'm absolutely rubbish from like now till speed weekend, and speed weekend comes, then you sort of seem to wake up a bit. But no, it's good. It's
So is that the plan? You're blue roof now. You drop down the grades for speed weekend, and then you get pole. Is that the plan?
I've had a pretty good year to be fair this year. It's gone pretty well, but I don't know. Now being off the front of yellow is right, but you want to be at the back, don't you? You want to be with the best. So
yeah,
not being funny, anyone can win a race off the yellow. It's when you're doing it consistently from the back is when you're good.
And we've mentioned the early bird series. Obviously, your brother is currently leading that. You're 11 points behind. We've got Taunton tomorrow. Is there going to be a bit of a rivalry there with Big Brother?
No, I'll be right on it. You've got to let him lead the early stage, didn't you? So.
Is that right, Simon? He's letting you lead the early stages, and then tomorrow he's going to nip the win.
Yeah, take it off me at the end. Look, that's about right. That is. Nah, it'll be what it'll be. It should be. We'll be all right. Yeah, just go for a trundle round.
Well, leaving at 4 a.m, that's going to be a long day.
Yeah, he might win. I might be half asleep by the time we get there.
Well, yeah, life in the OAP yet then, Rowan, yeah?
Yeah, I think he's got a couple of years left yet, so he'll be right on
it. No, yeah, and Simon said you're better on tarmac than shale. Do you have a preferred surface?
I think tarmac, your car stays the same from like the whole race. So if it turns in, it's going to turn in. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. Whereas like you can go to Lynn and it'll be wet at the start, and your car can be good. And then with like 3 laps to go, it's dry, and it changes a lot. Like we've always said it, a shale driver is a better driver than tarmac. driver. Like it's a lot more driver on shale than it is on tarmac.
And yeah, no, most definitely. And I think you said it before. Simon on shale, it is up there with the best of them.
Yeah, definitely. Even in that old music car now, when he comes out, he's still good. That Griffey car is good, but we just don't really spend a lot of time on it at the minute. So
yeah, no, and you obviously you had a music car to start with. You've gone to Griffey's cars now.
Yeah.
I see he has a bit of fun with you posting videos of some kissing each other, which is quite a comical video to be fair. But yeah, you like Luke's cars.
Yeah, they're good to be fair. They're definitely a tarmac car. They're a good trail car, so they're just. That's what I don't really know anything different. I've got to. You go from a Greek car to a music car like I was doing 2 years ago or 3 years ago, and they're so different.
Yeah,
like they are a lot different. One of them you're like up here, like sitting wise, you feel like you're in a monster truck, and the other one you're like that much off the floor. So, but yeah, it's what you get used to. And at the end of the day, Simon's had music cars for 10 years, and then he's gone to a Greek car, and then I've had 2 years with a music car and gone to a Greek car. So yeah, to me, it's what a stock car just feels like. So.
No, brilliant. And you've got obviously this year at Kings Lynn, we've got the English Championship in May. Any plans? You've got to be up there, at Lynn. You're always thereabouts. Same as your brother. Any plans on taking that roof?
We'll see. I just got to string a race together. I'm all right, but I seem to have the habit of doing 5 good laps and then 2 that you might as well not bother even doing, and then do another 3 good ones. So. Yeah, we'll see. And
any plans for this season at all? Is it qualify for the World? Obviously, that's on show this year as well.
Yeah, I like Northampton, so we'll see. Last year, obviously, I got in for the back for the last chance. So, yeah, we'll just keep going, see if we can get up there.
Brilliant stuff. And Simon, same question to you. Obviously, English at Kings Lynn this year, a place where you both go really well. Time for a change in your roof colour?
I've been close twice.
Yeah.
Brown's had a go at me. I don't know, numerous times for that. Yeah, I think it'll be all right, won't it? It'll be, I think I'll be all right.
Brilliant stuff. And any plans for the rest of the season going forward?
Yeah, we'll just do as much as we can, really. I probably ain't raced a lot since COVID time. We took I ain't really done hard a lot at all, but we're I think we'll do a fair bit this year, so just a bit of travelling and that, so yeah, go from there.
Yeah, no, brilliant stuff. And we mentioned with Rowan the Griefy video that he posted. Are there going to be any kissing on track this year?
No, he's an idiot, he thinks that's comical, doesn't he? I'll get my own back. Yeah.
It was quite funny, to be fair.
Yeah, he thought that.
No, so away from racing, you obviously you're a dad. You said yourself you've been building your own lorry for the last 5 years. So away from racing, what can we expect to see you doing on a normal everyday sort of occasion?
What, day to day?
Day to day.
Well, we've got a family-run business. Do haulage. I do MOT repairs and all that sort of stuff. Maintain lorries. Yeah, that's my week in, week out job. Then at weekends, just get on and do these stock cars, really. Yeah, just what time you got left, because when you work for yourself or whatever, family-run business, you don't get a lot of time to do a lot else. It's quite hard, it is, but yeah, we just do what you do. Go from there.
Brilliant stuff. And Rowan, same for you. Your day-to-day sort of away from stock car racing, if you're ever away from it. I know you work quite hard on your cars and you're always in the workshop. But what do you do day-to-day?
Well, I'm an electrician, so completely opposite. Yeah, that's about it, really. Go to work, finish work, come up here, and then go home. That's it.
So you're not in a family haulage business or anything like that,
no? No, I don't think I could work with him, to be fair. No, he's really quick at work, and then I'd take about 10 years to do anything. So, yeah.
You're born with the brains. Oh, there we are.
You see, it's like working a stock car together. So, yeah.
A few arguments.
No, it's just different ways of doing stuff. I think my way's right instead of this. So.
And I suppose that's the same on track then, is it? Yeah.
No.
Well, sorry, opposite on track. You're quite quick on track, and Simon asked to get the bumper in.
Yeah, well, you'd think from watching him I'd be a handful, but it's just I don't know why, but it's just I've always never really been that sort of driver, I guess. So he does all of mine for me, so I ain't really got to do it.
Yeah, and was it last year or year before you had to go in F1?
Yeah, went in Casey's for gala night, so yeah, that was right, that was good.
Yeah. Any plans on maybe moving formulas going up to F1s, or you're sticking with saloons?
Nah, that was alright, but like they're spending so much money, and like obviously them boys are quick, but you ain't never gonna win a race when you got Harrison, because they are fast. Like that is what they do, and like it's no disrespect to any of the others, but they're never gonna win a race whilst they're out there because they are that quick and good. Whereas these, like you can watch a race and you can pick 15 drivers that can win anyone. Where it's not being funny, like everyone comes out and goes, "Oh, Harris is out in this one, he'll win this one." Like Northampton, he's won 2. I think he got 3rd in the final and then won the Grand National. Yeah, you never get that in stock car. You don't get anyone do Heat 1, Heat 2, and then Grand National. So yeah, no, I'll stick to these.
No, fair enough. And same as you, Simon. Any you sticking with stock cars or plans on moving anywhere else?
No, there ain't really nothing else to go into, I don't think. F1s would be, but like Dad, he's always liked them. He likes the sound of them. I think he'd just have one in the garage all the time, just keep revving it up. But it's, I don't think there's hotels really. I did enjoy racing a junior rod when I was like 15. I don't know whether it suit my style of driving there, but I did really like that. But I think it just teaches you more how to drive. When you can't run into someone. But it's I've been to Ipswich Speed Weekend and watched that National Hot Rod thing and it bores me to tears now. Could you stand here and think, Jesus man, what are you doing? But everyone's got a niche in their own thing, isn't they? But it's I don't think I won't go into no else because it's I've done them 1300s. I don't think they're that good of a form, as in because I've done them, haven't I? But I don't think there's hotels really.
No, brilliant. So, last question then. If you had to pick 5 greatest saloon stock car drivers of all times, who would be in your top 5? So, Rowan, there we go. Well, who comes in at number 5?
I can tell you 5 people that I think are good. I couldn't really rank them.
Go on. Yeah, go on. 5 people that are good.
I would go Chevelle, Simon Welton, like Stuart Chevelle. Welly, probably Moosey and Halifax back in the day. What's that? 4. That's 4. And I don't really know. Apart from that, as in
Diggy Smith up there.
Yeah, he's always been good, but he can drive anything, can't he? Yeah. So yeah, he's pretty good.
And rumours are he's in a national hot rod this year.
Yeah, I don't know, to be fair. I can't really tell you. So, but he had to go in them a while ago, didn't he? So yeah, he'd be pretty good. Yeah, and then Simon was good. So
Simon makes your top 5.
Yeah, I mean he'd make the top 5 anyway. So yeah.
Brilliant. And Simon, your top 5 saloon stock car drivers of all time, either still with us or sadly not here no more. Your top 5.
I think Steve Newman for entertainment. I think he's funny, wasn't he? I think David Aldous was good. I have had some wars with him and that, but he was a good driver. Diggy Smith, John Halifax, he was good in his day, weren't he? Yeah. Moosey, Selfie. There's more than 5, isn't there? There's a lot of good ones. Really good.
Yeah, it's hard to keep it to 5, isn't it? There's so many. Back in the day, Licorice, I said, myself, Willie Barnes. The list could go on and on.
Yeah. They was always noting what Rowan said about Chevelle and that. He's always thereabouts. Stuart, Graham. I think even the young ones, they are good. It's just what it is, you know.
We've now got the new generation of Samsons coming through, obviously with Hayden as well.
Yeah, they're all getting there, aren't they? You got Derbies or whatever. Like, it does make. I don't feel I'm that old until you see them racing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you think, oh, when they was kids, they were little, weren't they?
Yeah.
You know, but it's and then they're knocking you all over the shop, aren't they? And you sort of think to yourself, I don't know, but no, it is good. It is, yeah.
And of course, Archie Brown, son of Shane Brown, he had a tremendous year the other year, winning in everything.
Yeah, definitely. When he first started, I said to my dad and Rowan, I said, that boy, he's going to be one to watch. And he's, you know, I've watched him like when he did start racing, when it comes on his face, you know, on Facebook now and that. And the boy, he can drive. And it's just, I've been, you know, we went up to Scotland and just for the weekend and that, when he won that up there, and he done well. Like, yeah, spot on.
No, brilliant. Well, thank you very much, both of you, for your time this morning. Is very much appreciated. And if you want to see them both in action, catch the Saloon Stock Cars at Kings Lynn in the future.